Well, when you are coming to study at the graduate level, there are some traps that you must avoid. I wasn't told, but I avoided them because I had a very good home training, okay? But it's not everyone that is coming to Brazil, with a good home training. You have some parents that protect their children so much that they don't expose them. They just hide things for them. And when they find themselves in strange lands, they find it difficult to adapt. Sometimes they end up, committing or making big mistakes, okay? So I'm going to tell you something that I wasn't told, but I think it's necessary to know if you are coming to study at the graduate level. I am trying to exclude the postgraduate level, that's master's, doctorate, postdoctorate, because you are coming at a refined state, so you wouldn't even see that problem, okay? You wouldn't see it. Well, if you start studying, most especially difficult courses, okay, there is a group of people that you will always listen to that tells you that it's not possible to study at certain, number of years. Let's see, it's engineering, for instance. There are people who would tell you that it's not possible to finish it up at 5 years because you have 5 years of course duration, okay, for engineering. And they keep telling you in a very subtle and very soft mode that somehow you believe them. And I've seen so many people fall into that trap. They kind of keep procrastinating. Sometimes they fail, and not because it's difficult, it's because of the words that they've heard. And it's very difficult when you get into that kind of trap, okay? It's very difficult to get out of it. It affects you because it's somehow a sweet, how can I say, addiction. So you get addicted somehow because it's a little bit easy, but it's very dangerous, okay? If you have a course of 4 or 5 years, try to finish it up in at maximum 1 year, of extension. Okay, if it's difficult, you can spend the years that it's needed to finish up the course. For instance, you have an extra of 3 years if you are coming to study, for instance, engineering. Okay, you have 3 years to round it up. So after 5 years, you still have 3 more years to round it up. So you can take those 3 years if it's difficult, okay? But not because you are kind of not serious about your studies, because you've heard some people telling you that it's not possible to finish it up, okay? Don't listen to those words. For sure, you will hear people talking about that. There is a group, and the group is very visible, is kind of influential. Those that are very serious are usually quiet, okay? You don't listen to them, you don't hear them talking. They don't voice out their opinions telling you, okay, no, you don't have to listen to those guys, okay? The guys that have voice in the class, that kind of are social, that want to make friendships with you, sometimes they have these characteristics. And I saw them when I was studying. Unfortunately, I had problems with some of them. But today I don't blame them because I didn't fall into that trap. All right, I didn't fall into that trap, and I studied. I failed some subjects, of course, but it was something that I blamed myself for. There was no one to blame. It wasn't like, okay, someone said that this subject is difficult or this teacher will fail you. That's what some people say, okay? They say some teachers are difficult, some subjects are impossible to pass. They kind of, it's weird, okay? We know it's hard. Some subjects are really hard, but you don't really need to listen to people who kind of emphasize, who kind of try to exaggerate, try to make you look at it as if it's impossible, to pass, okay? If there are 90% chances of failing, try to be part of the 10%. If there are 99% chances of failing, try to be part of the 1%. It's still possible, okay? There are possibilities always. So that's the word for today. It's a word of advice. Happy New Year and welcome to Brazil. Safe.